All right, all right. How's everybody doing this morning, this afternoon? Getting ready for power hour. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we punish ourselves in the market like this? Because what would we do? What else would we do? What else would you be doing if you wasn't here punishing yourself? Walking in the park, eating sandwiches. I don't know. What else is there to do? Walk your puppy, sit on the couch, stroke your kitty cat. All right. Let's get going. Let's rock and roll. What's been going on today? Markets have been a little bit good. At least they haven't been flushing like a toilet, right? We come in here and take a look at the market. Remember, we drew our little line in the sand and we said, little Mr. Market, stay above that line or we will be really angry. All right. We had that conversation. So we're very happy to see that the market is listening to us and staying above that trend line right there. So here's our little neckline right in here. And there it broke. There's our little right shoulder, just like magic, just like magic, just like we knew what it was going to do. Just like we knew what it was going to do. Right in there. There's our drive one. So this was our Elliott wave drive coming up here. We had actually more than 3 drives. Okay. We had come in here. You can see we had, well, we have to go turn on the real tool. So you can see that we had multiple drives in here. We had drive 1, we had drive 2, and I'm going to call that drive 3. And then we had this little thing here, right? Because we ended up with this double top. So that's drive 1, drive 2, drive 3. And then we ended up with a double. Actually, we ended up with a triple top. And right in here, we just kind of draw a little trend line right across there. And you can see that was the triple top. And that thing right there scared the bejesus out of everybody because it came up with that third drive. And if you remember looking at the skew was like, oh my gosh, we're all scared. We started buying put options like they were, no tomorrow. And so that's one of the highest put option things I've ever seen in my life start happening right here. And of course, it paid them off. So it dropped down here. And then it came in with this second one right here. And I thought that this one was a lot of put options. And they came in and even I think they made like more put options, or at least equaled it right in there. Remember? On the skew, we could pull the skew up and look at it, but we did that yesterday. And we're supposed to be day trading, but we got to talk about the markets a little bit here. And then we come in here, and then, oh, they really got scared here. And they bought more put options than you've ever seen Carter's Peanuts, right? And that was our big telltale sign that, man, something's in play. Something's in play. So we get that nice little 3 drive pattern up in there. Come on, get off of there. So we got drive 1, drive 2, drive 3. We got this little ABC topping formation, 3 little tops up in here. We got the top, it came up, tried to break it. No, failed, came up and tried to break it a third time. Fail, major fail, and down that baby went. Now, of course, I'm of the opinion that this is all BlackRock. All right, BlackRock. Now, I write an article in Pit News Magazine, and I was working on it all morning. Working on Pit News Magazine all morning today. And if you guys don't have Pit News Magazine, oh my gosh, you're missing out. What some fantastic articles that are coming out in Pit News Magazine this month. I'm really super excited for you to read them because it's all about BlackRock and the news. And you know me, I'm Mr. Conspiracy Theory. I believe that the markets are totally and absolutely and completely 100% manipulated. I think that BlackRock has an algorithm called Aladdin. And they've outsourced. BlackRock, of course, has $10 trillion. So that's their trading account. What's yours? Do you think you can trade against Aladdin and their algorithmic trading and they've got $10 million and you've got track and trade with your $3,000 account? Let me see. I think that it's manipulated. All right. And is it manipulated? Well, it's just how they trade. So they know how to trade and they know how to trade against the retail traders. And that's really what it's at. So is it manipulated or is it just their trading strategy? I think it's just their trading strategy. And that's what they do. And part of their strategy is to manipulate retail traders. And they do that in many ways. One is the news. And so I've got a great article about the news. You got to read the article about the news. So excited about it. And then as we come in here, it's all about reverse engineering, right? It's all about reverse engineering their mathematical model or their Aladdin system. So we know when to buy and when to sell. And we use, as I was told the other day, we use the old-fashioned method of doing things. All right. We use the Force. We use the Star Wars. What's that little guy? The little green guy. Anyway, the little alien. So we use those methods. So that's what all these trend lines, recurring price patterns, Fibonacci, delta cone of probability, one standard deviation, Fibonacci projections, all that kind of stuff. Magic. Woo-woo stuff, but it works. So as long as it works, we'll keep using it. All right. And that's how we reverse engineer Aladdin, the BlackRock algorithm. And so that's what we've done here. And that's how we knew to get out right up in here. Didn't hurt that we had the skew too, to tell us that everybody was scared to death and buying put options like they were going out of, like they were, what do they say? Like they were pancakes at a 4th of July Mormon holiday. All right. Like the Relief Society days. All right. So down this market came 2 drives. And that's just exactly what you expect. 2 drives down. Down drive, count trend, down drive 2. You get the bottom, and then you get the ABC off the top, and you break the neckline, and away we go. Now, that's traditional. All right. That's the traditional method. And it looks like from this point here, I have to say, pretty traditional. All right. It's pretty traditional. They haven't done anything out of the ordinary other than how fast it dropped. That's the only thing. This little section right here is really the only part that was abnormal. And it was just how fast they dropped. Now, this was an abnormal day. All right. We have to admit, there was an abnormal day right here. This was an abnormal day right here. But that's the day that President Trump said to buy the stock market. Now, remember, BlackRock didn't tell you to buy the stock market. BlackRock wasn't on board with that. BlackRock's like, I didn't give you approval to tell everybody to buy the stock market. I ain't going to, help you with that. And so that's why it didn't go anywhere. President Trump, that's about all the authority and power that the president of the whole United States has in moving the stock market right there. That's it. That's on display. It's like, oh, the president moves the market. No, he doesn't. That's his whole power right there. I mean, how often have you heard the president of the United States tweet? I mean, Truth Social get on the radio, get on the TV, get out there and say, buy the stock market today. That never happens. They don't do that. All right. Very rarely do you ever hear the president of the United States say, buy today. So when he did, that's an example of how powerful the president is when it comes to the stock market. And that's how much power he had. All right. So if BlackRock doesn't want to get on board with the president, BlackRock doesn't have to. And if the BlackRock doesn't join in, the market ain't going anywhere. BlackRock decides. All right. Now, when I say BlackRock has their Aladdin system, and they have now actually outsourced it. They have actually licensed it to at least 10 other companies. All right. 10 other companies that we know of. So there's 11 of them, including BlackRock, all the biggest companies in the whole world who are running this hive mind system. And when they say the market should go up, the market will go up. When they say the market should go down, the market should go down. And it's going to do it based on their mathematical models and formulas. And we've reverse engineered those. So we know the secret. You know what the secret is? Buy low, sell high. Oh my gosh, what a secret. All right, it's a little more complicated than that, but not much, Buy the valleys, sell the rallies. Okay, here we go. So, the problem is retail traders refuse to do that. All right. They'll buy the rallies. They like to buy low. As the market starts to rise, they like to get in. So all you guys, I'm sure half of you probably bought right here, right? Oh yeah, it's going up. I'm getting in. The problem is you'll keep buying, right? And what you do is you build your upside down pyramid. We've talked about this before, but there's new guys in class. They have to hear this. And then what happens? You dollar cost average up and your whole value of all your portfolio is way up here at the top. And then what happens? Well, the market falls that far. and you've lost everything. You've lost everything. And that's how BlackRock beat you. All right? That's how BlackRock beat you. Don't do that. That's not what they do. Len, what do they do? I want to do what BlackRock does. Of course you do. What they do is they buy down here. They buy, all the way down the trend. They build what they call an upside right pyramid, not an upside down one, right? So they dollar cost average all the way down the trend. Buy. What happens? Same thing that happens to you when you buy all the way up the uptrend, only they do it all the way down the downtrend. So they come in and they have their huge position down here because they dollar cost averaged all the way down. All right, we have an indicator that shows you when they're doing that. Watch this. Come in here, chart indicator window. It's called the what is it? Chalk and money flow. The chalk and money flow. Look at this. This tells you when they're buying. Whoa, that thing scattered out there again. I thought I turned that off. So there we come in here, and we have this thing here. That shows you they're buying. They're buying all down here. This is called their accumulation stage, all right? So they're accumulating in these green bars down here. So all through here, they're buying like crazy. So they're bringing their dollar cost average down. They bought a whole bunch right in here, bought out their dollar cost average down. And then when the market starts to rally and takes off and starts to go up, and you're buying, who's selling to you? BlackRock. Well, now when I say BlackRock, I mean all the 10 different companies that bought the Aladdin BlackRock algorithm. So they're selling to you all the way up that uptrend. So what happens when we get up to the top? Well, you're loaded for bear. You have your entire portfolio in the market, and they're completely out. They're done. They have nothing left. So when the market starts to fall, they don't lose any money, and you lose all your money. And that's the difference. Buy low, sell high. That's the name of the game. But, you know, retail traders, they'd rather build an upside down pyramid. So hopefully you guys here in this class have been taught the ways of the force, the old-fashioned method, the methodology from Yoda. I am your Yoda. All right. So there we go. There you go. Very simple. Buy low, sell high. But when we say sell high, it's like you should have been buying all the way down this downtrend. Now, when it starts to go up, you start to sell, just like they do. I don't want to sell, Land. I want to buy. I want to buy. I want to buy. I don't want to sell. That's no fun. I don't want to sell. I want to buy. Okay, well then just make sure that when you're up here, panic first. Be the first one to panic. When the market gets up there high and you're like, oh, I'm going to make more money than God. I've got some more money. Oh, you've got such euphoria. You better damn well get out. Okay. Sell all at once. Bam. Liquidate your position because that's where they just drop it 1 penny and you lose everything. All right. So if you're going to buy, sell at the top. Where's the top, Land? Well, that's for another day because I can show you that. I can use the magic of Yoda. I can use the old-fashioned method to show you how to do that. So stick with me, subscribe, and come back, and we'll keep doing this until I get sick and tired of doing it. I'm having fun right now. All right, having fun. So we'll keep doing it as long as I'm having fun. But until I decide, when I stop having fun doing this, I'm just going to walk away. So you better come and listen while I'm teaching. All right, here we go. Let's go in and see if we can't find some money to make. This is the S&P 500 on a range bar 12, and I said that today we were going to do the MineSweeper. Are you guys ready for the MineSweeper? Let's come in and talk to a few guys before we get started here. There's Paul. How you doing, Paul? It's good to see you in class. We got John C. Gaisley. Nice to see you, John. We got Albert Tritt coming in here. What's that little, I can't remember, romper room? Oh, and there's Albert Twid, and there's my good friend Kurt. So good to see you all in my romper rooms thing. All right, ready for the MineSweeper. Let's get in there. Let's do some minesweeping, shall we? Now, MineSweeper is not, you know what? The thing is like I kind of hesitated to do the MineSweeper. And the reason is because lately the markets have been so wild and crazy. I mean, look at that daily chart. These markets, like the bars are huge. Nice, big, beautiful bars. That's the kind of days that you want to do the trend trading. This kind of day right here, this is where you're more likely to do the MineSweeper. on little counter trend days where you get little tiny days like this. This is MineSweeper days. MineSweeper, 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 MineSweeper. We had to do lots of MineSweeper through here because we couldn't catch a trend, right? But when the market's trending like this and like this, like these days, man, we made a lot of money, remember? So when you got big days like that, you want to be doing your trending strategy, right? Your 777. But on dead days, that's when you want to do your MineSweeper. But we haven't done MineSweeper in a while because we've been trend trading. So I thought, well, to change things up, we'll do a little trend trading. We'll do a little MineSweeper. So let me show you MineSweeper. Some of you know MineSweeper, but some of you haven't seen it. So we'll come in here. And MineSweeper is number 20. All right. I've labeled it number 20. You can label it whatever you want. But if you label it number 20, then when I said I'm doing number 20, you'd know which one number 20 is. Now I've got number 20 set in there to QOCO3. So you can still trade your 777 on your QOCO 1 and 2 and also on 4 if you want to. But MineSweeper is just a quick scalping strategy. All right. So we're going to come in here and I'll show it to you. Let's show you the settings. So if you have track and trade, what? Track and trade? What's track and trade? Well, track and trade happens to be the software I use. And if you want to use the settings that I use, and I use all these little algorithms to help me trade. All right. I'm an algo trader. I like to have this computer help me trade, but I like to do a semi-automatic. I'm not as much into the automatic stuff, although we did that the other day and had pretty good luck trading with the auto trailing stock with the autopilot, the full autopilot. But we like to kind of, do both. You do a little intervention there. So it's a different way of trading. But this is the semi-automatic version. So I like to use algorithms to help me trade. And this is a great little algorithmic setup strategy. All right, for algorithm. I got like 150 algorithms that I've created. Most of them are in track and trade, and you've seen me trade a lot of them. We created a lot of them together in this class. But this is one of my favorites right here. So we're going to make it the default, all right, today. And it's just a stop order with a 50 stop and a 5 limit. So it's like, Paul and I worked this one out together. So I got to give Paul some credit. He's mastered this one, and he and I played with this one a lot. So we give Paul some credit on this one. Paul Golden up there. How you doing, Paul? So we'll give you some credit on this one. I got to remove that and get back in here. So this is the settings. So this is the settings for the MineSweeper. I call it MineSweeper. It's one I've been trading a long time, but Paul and I trade it. After we started playing with Paul, we came in here and we called it. Look at this. This is funny. We called it right here. We called it the Golden Shower. That's where that name for it came from. Paul Golden. So we called it the Golden Shower. in honor of Trump and his golden shower over in Russia that never took place, right? We remember that story. So this is the Golden Shower. But that's in reference to Paul Golden, who's here in class with us. Nice to have you, Paul. So Paul and I worked on this one a lot together, and he trades this one very successfully. So we're going to come in here, and that's kind of what I call it. I call it MineSweeper. All right. So it's just a quick one where you're just a quick scalp. And so what I like to do is I just like to wait for a previous high and then try and put the order, the MineSweeper. I thought I put that on default. Yeah, let's go ahead and fix it one more time. I thought I put on default. Make that my default. Okay, so we'll make it default. I probably hit cancel. So this is a stop. I got a 50 stop and a 5 limit. Now, there's a lot of things you can do with this stop. 50 is a long ways back, but I put it there without any controls on it so I can just slide it up to where I want it. All right, so 50 might be a little far back, but I just slide it to where I want it. But we start with it at 50. Now, Paul, did you decide to start having that thing advance all by itself? Because that's what we were doing before. We were like coming in here. We drop this in here. And I like to have the limit order be where it has to test the high. So it doesn't have to break through the high to hit my limit order. All it has to do is come up and test the previous high. See that? See how I got that? Here, blow it up a little bit. So I don't want it to break the previous high. I just want it to go up there and test it. All right. So that's kind of how I've been doing it. And that's worked really well. So now I got my limit, my stop down here. If it feels it and doesn't go right up, I want it to immediately go up and hit my limit. If it starts to dink around in there, I just slide that up and get out with a small loss. I don't let it flush all the way down here and go all the way back up. Now, I know David likes to do that. David likes to come in, and if it hits his order, he'll let that thing come clear down here and then try and wait for it to go back up. I'm not that kind of guy. And I just like to wait for a previous high and then put the limit so it doesn't have to break the previous high. It just has to go up and test it. All right. So then we'll hold on to our stop. Well, this looks like it's going to turn around and come back down. This is a nice little ABC pattern like this. It'll probably just come down. I don't know. We'll see. Nobody knows, right? We could keep going back up. So if it goes up and tests that high, we're going to just take out 5 ticks. Now, Paul likes to do 4. I like to do 5. Are you still doing 4, Paul? I don't know if Paul's still here. He didn't answer me before. Maybe he had to go to the bathroom. All right. Here we go. We're in. Now, I'm going to come up here with the stop, and I could have this automatically jump up here. And that was the thing that I've been doing, is having it jump up there. So see that? Very quick $75 for a single contract. So the thing is that it's a really high probability that you're going to hit that number. Okay, you have a real high probability if you set these things up right. I mean, of course, what we're doing is we're looking for that little continuation, and that's that little, that little, what do we call that? Pennant formation, like that, right? So we're looking for that little pennant formation and the breakout above the pennant formation. Now, oftentimes the pennant, it'll break the pennant, it'll break that high, and it won't go up high enough to pay you off. So that's why I don't put it on a break above the pennant. I want it clear down here. I want it to only have to go up and test that high, not break through it. That's why I wait until it's drawn down far enough that I can put my limit order on the inside of the previous high, and then I get my $75, right? Now, the whole idea, and Paul's got bigger balls than I do. He trades like 20, 30, 40 contracts at a time on this thing. I like to trade like 2 or 3 at a time. Yeah, I'm a little wimpier, but I've seen Paul go in there and trade like 20 contracts at a time with this. So if you come in here and you said, okay, let's go up to 20 contracts. Now you got to be a lot careful if you're going to trade 20 contracts. All right. You can't just be willy nilly like I am. You got to really wait for a perfect little pennant formation setup. And you got to be more strategic about it. Because if you take a hit with 20 contracts, it's been very painful. All right. So we're going to go to 14. I don't know if it'll let me do 20. So see, there's a previous high, but we need this thing to break and give us it can't just be that. It's got to be one more. We got to have another bar down here. But the idea is you come in here, you set that in there so that it doesn't have to break it. Just go up and test it. All right, like that. Set it right there. Now, if it goes up there and breaks, and it's, again, I'm not sure I really like this one. We're getting pretty aggressive on here. That would be quite a move up in there, but we'll see. You never know. Might go up there. If it breaks it, go up and test that high and then give you your 5 ticks times 14. So last time we made 75. So it'd be 75 times 14. That would be $1,000 move right there. That'd be $1,000 hit if it went from there to there with 14 contracts. That's why Paul does like 20. All right. Here, let's bring this a little bigger. I can get down here. It's flushing. It's flushing. We're going to get a red bar. So now we can throw this one away. Or you can just leave it there. That's what's cool about the MineSweeper is you can just leave it here. All right. Now, you might want to not kind of take that much risk if you're just going to leave it there. But you can just put it like that. And then when the market comes back, it'll come up and hit it and maybe pay off. You're not even watching. You never know. You never know. Of course, I wouldn't sit there and do that with 14 contracts. Maybe with one, you can go off and do something else, but not with 14. Yeah, you're going to sit here and pee your pants with 14 contracts. I don't know. Maybe you got so much money that 14 contracts doesn't mean anything to you. But to me, it's a big trade. It's a big trade. All right, we can come back now. We know this is another little pattern that we like. So we could come in here and we could put our order like right here too. And say if it breaks first green candle to make a new high and comes up and test it, doesn't even have to go up to the high one. It just has to come up and test the next bar here. Now You can bring this up here, and if it doesn't immediately go, just get out, because that's a lot of money. A lot of freaking money. And it's not going. Of course, when we got 14 contracts, it's not going to go. Come on, you rotten dog, go up there. You got to be careful, because in the real market, they can see your order and they'll come and get it. So you got to kind of play the game. You have 14 contracts. You say, hey, there's 14 contracts. I think I'll go down there and fill that for that guy, because that's what I want to do. You're doing him a favor. Fill him with that 14 contracts. He slid right up there. So keep it down here away from them so they can't come and take it away from you. And if it starts going against you, then you got to slide it up there. That's why I don't jump it right up there immediately, because when you're trading with real money, they can see your order. The market makers can, and they'll come down and fill it for you. They think they're doing you a favor. Oh, he's got orders right there. He wants to sell 14. I'll let him do that. Come on, you rotten little thing. Go up there. Come on. It's going too slow. It's scaring me. I wanted to go immediately. I wanted to pop. Come on, get up there. Get up there. Get up there. See, I don't want to have my mathematics of that 14 contract help push the market down. Keep it way down here. Go up there. Of course, this is the demo account, so it's not going to matter. But this, you still want to trade in the demo account you would if the real money. Keep your order away so it doesn't pull the market down. Especially if you're trading big contracts, big money like Paul does. Get up there. Touch it. Touch it. It's like candy. Touch the candy. It's going too slow. I should just rip this thing up there and take my money off. Like, right there. I should have just popped that in there. Come on. We're going to get knocked out here. Come on. Get up there. I don't trust it. It's not going to give it to us. It ain't going. It ain't going. It's too lazy. Come on. It's going to be painful if that hits us. Come on. Get up there. That's why I don't trade 714 contracts at a time, because that's Murphy's Law. When I get hit, it's when I got the big contracts on. I can go like 20 or 30 in a row with a single contract. And then I'm like, oh, gee, I'm having such a good day. I'll just do 14 on one. And that's the one, boom. That's the one that takes me out. Never fails. Never, ever fails. Never fails. I don't want to do something stupid here. Get backitis. Get me some big get backitis. Market's moving too slow. What's it doing? What's it doing? Got nothing. This is a counter trend. This got to be a counter trend. It's just being too stupid. Are we turning around? This is the trend. This is the counter trend. This is the trend down. So it should just keep punching down. But is it reverse? Is this a trend? Counter trend, trend. Is that what we're going to get? I don't know. Nobody knows. So what we can do is we'll come in here with, oh, wait, we can't do this one. Oh, that's price bar back. We'll do this one. We'll drop that one for right now. That's too way out of there. Come on, bring it down. Oh, look how small this market is. Oh, that's 14 contracts. You would go 14 contracts on a reversal. That's not a very smart thing to do, Lan. Yeah, but I got to get backitis. I got to get backitis. This looks like the trend down now. It's starting to go flat tops. So we got trend, counter trend, trend. If you start trading 14 contracts, you got to keep trading 14 contracts, because you start playing with the big boys, you got to hang with the big boys. Holy cow, look at all the contracts. Okay, all we have to do is get up there to get our money back. All we want is our money back. We just want our money back. We got to get back itis. How come we got all these little numbers all in here? Those aren't supposed to be like that. It must have filled us all one at a time instead of like filled us with 14. That's why it did that. That's annoying. Don't come down. Yeah, there you go. Go back up. Go up there. Come on, taste it. Taste it. It's candy. Oh, now we're long. How many? 12. It didn't fill all of our orders. Let's give us some more. How many have we? It is just one at a time. You dumb, stupid cockamamie. Yeah, you rotten thing. It filled them all one at a time. So we got all these individual orders in here. That was dumb. Come on, keep going. Don't you come down to 0. Oh, yeah, pissed off. Bruce said, Land, don't get pissed off. I don't like it. I don't trust it. Just take it off at 0. Come on, we got to get back. We got get back itis. And that wasn't a bad run right there. All right, let's go in and try some. What do we think is going to happen here? 2 up. We're going to get our downs now. Let's come in here with the MineSweeper 14. Sometimes what I do is I play the MineSweeper when it gets way up there to the very top. Watch, it goes up and it breaks a new high. We'll see if we can do it. And then I'll slide the MineSweeper right up there to the very top and then expect it just to kind of pull back like it's doing right now against that top. And that'll give you your money. But you got to get it to get up there. Get up there. Get up there. Get up there. I tried to automate that once and have it go like suck up there all by itself. Didn't work very good. Sometimes it did. Come on. We're going to go to this side. But I think it's still up. It's just dead. Well, problem is, this is the S&P. Let's go look at the NASDAQ. We have more luck. NASDAQ's dead too. Usually have more luck on the NASDAQ. I thought I was trading the NASDAQ. Look at that. That thing's dead too. Russell, everything's dead. What time is it? Bottom of the hour, Land. It's bottom of the hour. What'd you expect? Bottom of the hour. All right. Back to S&P. Got nothing, man. I got nothing. I got nothing for you guys. I got nothing. All right. This is for you. Frosty the snowman. Look, he's got a backpack. It looks like he's got a backpack on. Look at his little yellow backpack. You guys can see his little yellow backpack. Look at that cute little backpack. Stab him in the chest. Come on, make the market move. Nobody wants to sit around here all day looking at a dead market. Russell, cousin Russell. It's trying to break down. Is it going to break down? Is it going to break out? Is it going to come down here? All the way down there. Nobody knows. Probably have false breakout here and come right back up in there. Come on, everybody go short so I can just turn around and stop you out. Range. Oh, there we go. Look at it starting to move a little. Okay, they made a decision. All right, let's see if we can play this thing. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to put this down here like that. Go up there. There we go. Look at that, guys. Woohoo! That was a home run right there. We're at $87. We're back. We're back. We're back. Now we're not going to go be stupid anymore with 14 contracts. All right. Kirk says he's going to give it a shot. He's going to follow along. How are you doing, Kirk? Are you doing better? Huh? You kicking rockin' ass? Come on. Get her up. Get her up there. Get her way up there. Let's get a real big long bar. Then we'll just look for a quick reversal. Still on the S&P. Come on, get up there. Get up there. Giddy up. That would have been a nice one if I'd have pulled the trigger, but it wasn't at my spot. I wanted to go up and break a new high. Then that's where, see, like this right here. Break that new high. When it gets up there, I'll click the little mouse button. Flip over. Come on. Dead market. Come on, you guys. NASDAQ. NASDAQ's got to give us a little bit here. Come on, NASDAQ. Way up here. Come on, NASDAQ. Are we going to play the reversal? That's the long. I didn't want to do that. I want to go this way. Okay. Oh. What the heck? Now it's going too fast. It would have been nice if we'd have been looking for the breakout. Come on. Either pull way back. Pull way back, way back. Go to the way back machine. Come on, come on. Come on, buddy. Give me an opportunity. Give me an opportunity here. Come on. It's breaking above the 200 period moving average. Okay, here we go. Let's give it a shot. It did it again. Give it to me all one at a time. Well, that gave us 100. That gave us 20, 40, 45, 40, $65. You got to take commissions and fees out of that. All right. All right. Let's try it again. Len, you're on the NASDAQ. I know I'm on the NASDAQ. You're only making $20. How come you're making more on the other one? That was the S&P. If you're not making enough, ratchet it up. Trade more. 4 or 5. We're to get way up there. Okay, go up there. Giddy up, giddy up. Get up there. Come on, you can do it, little market. Little train that could. Come on. Come on. Don't be wimpy on me. Don't wimp out. I think I'm going to wimp out. Don't wimp out. I'm going to wimp out. You know what we can do? Watch this. Let's do something fun. Let's create, what'd you say? Not getting the same results. Trying to use your settings, but even Heiken-Ashi bars don't match. Well, ask support why. Here, look at this, Kirk. Come into your right click, go into chart preferences, and look at my chart preferences. So we're going to come down here. There's a timeline, prices, Heiken-Ashi, visible period. This is for a range bar 25. All right, that's what we got for range bar 25s. And then we come down here to the next set. This is chart tabs. Mine will look like this, look like this, look like this, look like this. All right, one more come down. And this is where you're probably different than me. Look at your bar colors. Color by open to close. Is yours open to close like that? Or does yours say close to open? Change yours to open to close like mine. All right. And then I got fill all candles, show bar text. All right. So that's probably where most people have differences than me. I like to have mine open to close. There's choices in there. You can make it go close to close. You can have alternating days. There's all kinds of weird ass things you can put into your software. I like open to close. And then I hit save as my defaults, update all charts. So all my charts look like that. And that should help things there. And then come back over here to trade. Once you got that set up, all right, what else don't you have? ATR. My ATR is set to 1 and 8, like that. But we're not using ATR right now anyway. And my moving averages, what have you got turned on? I've just got the 50, the 200, and the 100. I don't know why I have them backwards, but it's not like, it should be like 50, 100, 200 if you're anal retentive, right? So that's just the moving averages. That's all I got. That's it. And then I got CMF turned on like this. Arrows not displayed. I got stochastics laid over the top of MACD, which is kind of classic. That's a classic David Duty thing. All right. That's it. And that's all I do. And then we come in here with the settings, 20, 20, 20, 20, just like that. So we got stop 55. And we're on the NASDAQ. That works pretty good. On the other markets, it's a little bit too much. All right, but that's okay. When you're doing this one here, it's okay. It's not that far. Okay. And then now I want to build a new one. Watch this, because what if we caught the reversal? All right, let's try. I have actually probably got it in here already somewhere. One of these probably already does this, but it's easier to reproduce and create a new one than it is to go find the old one. So let's just come in here and we're going to put it, let's do it down here on QOCO4. See all of them? Ooh, look at all those. All right, so we're going to come in here on QOCO4. Maybe it's 20. Let's go look at 20 first. 20 limits MineSweeper. Oh, that's a limit MineSweeper. We're going to do a trailing stop MineSweeper. Trailing stop. 40 limit, 20 stop. Let's just turn lucky number 13. All right, we're going to modify a number 13. We're going to make this our default, and this is QOCO4. We're going to come in here and we make it a stop. And we're going to attach a stop. Let's do 50. I don't know. We're going to do a limit at 5. All right. Paul likes 4. We're going to do 5. Trail price bars back 1.1. That's good. And then when we trail, we're going to trail price bars back. I'm going to do 1.1. How about we do that? And then we don't worry about that. And then we're going to make it a date. How about we do a funny thing like that? Funny thing happened the day we went to the market. All right. So we're going to do 50 on a stop. That'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's just going to jump anyway. And then we're going to do on the limit, we're going to come in here and we're going to do 5 on the limit. How's that? And then we're going to trail price bars back. I think that's a good idea. Let's try it. Let's see how it works. All right, let's go ahead. And I'm sure I've already got it in there. It's just another one, but we'll call it number 13 for this time. We're going to come in here. It's just going to go okay. So this is kind of a modified version of MineSweeper. All right, this is MineSweeper with an auto trailing stop entry. And it's just going to look for the market to break a previous high or a previous low and move five ticks. Does it sound fun? Let's wait for it to have an opportunity to where it's going to really trend nice, and then we'll do it. Maybe it won't give us that. I got 15 minutes till the bell rings. Do I have an alarm set at 10? Remember, I was going to do that. I was going to say every single day, market day, ring a bell. Ring a bell. Alarm, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1:49. Oh, yes, sir. We did set that up. All right, here we go. We're going to set up this. We're going to trail it up there. 1 price bar back. And when it breaks that 1 price bar back, we no longer have higher highs and higher lows. We now have lower highs and lower lows, or the attempt to, at such. We're not going to do. Let's do just because we're. Let's just do 1 contract. See, and it only has to move 5 ticks. So it has to just break the previous low. I don't like it breaking one to one. You know, We got the spread, and the spread is 2. So we better do 1.1. That's all right. Otherwise, we might get false hookup. Okay, watch what this does. Watch what it does. It's just going to sit there and trail up, so we don't have to do. We go cook eggs now. All right, we don't have to sit here. We just let the computer do it all. Now we don't have to sit there and be so active. Do you guys like carrot water? Look, I got carrot water. It's kind of not clear because it's got lemon in it too. I didn't have any lemons, ran out of lemons, so I got some of that squirty lemon stuff and put carrots in it. Yeah, carrots in it. I don't know. That's all I had in the fridge was carrots. Wow, look at that thing go. If we'd have done it the other direction, we'd have been rich, rich, rich beyond our wildest dreams by now. We're waiting a long time for quantity 1. Let's kill this. How come it's not letting me kill it? There we go. Exit chart. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 14. Wow, look at that market go. Watch us be on the wrong side of it again. Remember yesterday or the day before yesterday, we sat there and trailed all the way. Well, basically the same thing we've done here. Look at this market rip higher. We're trailing it up for a reversal the whole way up. It's not very clean though. Look at all these tails on there. But you can't complain. That's one heck of a rock and roll market. That's what you get for trying to scalp on a trend day. Okay, come on. Okay, break it and flush. Break it and flush. 14 contract short. It only has to go 5 ticks. 1 price bar back. Oh, great. That's all we need. False breakout. That's painful. Don't go all the way up there. Don't break new highs. Not. Don't do it. Don't do it. Len, the trend is your friend. What are you trying to go reverse for? I want to try it. I want to try my new system. Well, do it with the trend then. Okay, I will. I'll do it with the trend next time. We'll try it that way. See if it does better. We could do both. We could say have a reversal, or we come in here and wait for it to. Actually, I'm not going to do exit chart. We should just do 1. You can't trade 14, lose $2,000, and then trade with 1 and think you're going to get it all back. If you start with 14 and you do 14 loss, you got to do 14 on the next one to get a 14 win. Of course, you let it go a lot further than you're going to take a win. You're going to take you like 10 loot winners at 14 to get back all your money at 2,000. You really screwed the pooch with that one. I'm just trying a new system. I wanted to try it with a lot of contracts. I'd be a hero if it would have gone down. We're going to go this way. We got to wait until we get a lower high. Oh, we had one right there, and I didn't do it. Doggone it. Come on, give me a lower high. Wow, this market's going to the moon. Why aren't we Why aren't we 777 this? Because you said you were going to do the MineSweeper land. Okay, well, we'll do MineSweeper then. Which one is this? You still got to do 14 or you're never going to get your money back. Okay. We'll do 14 again. What the heck? That was our, oh, that's why our alarm went off. Let you know that you got the 10-second bell when everybody turns off all of their quant systems. Okay, this is where we are going to, oh, let's see. Oh, doggone it. Now it's going the other way. We didn't catch the reversal. I'm going to try it. Try it again, Lian. Try it again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. We'll try it from this direction too if we can get a pullback. Well, there's one right there. We just didn't play it. We're doing a lot better with 777, guys. We must admit. 777 is the holy grail. 777 is the holy grail. You guys all looking for the holy grail? I think that's the closest thing we've come to finding the holy grail is 777. And now it's looking for a reversal, and we're not getting one. Look, we're getting lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. We need a higher low. Come on, you. What's that little white dog that we used to watch as kids? He's always complaining under his breath. Jesus, Christmas season. Look at this. Look at this market. Just trade the arrows, land. Just trade the arrows. That's what 777 does. Just trades the arrows. What the heck you doing? Not winning, that's for sure. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. Come on. I missed it now. Did I miss my opportunity? That didn't do me any good. Wouldn't let me catch the reversal because I had too many contracts on. You can't win for losing, man. You can't win for losing. I hate trading big contracts. I'm a little guy. Onesie, threesies. That's me. 3 is a big for me. 3 contracts, man. I'm just like all day long, 3 contracts. Look at this. Just trade the arrows, land. Just trade the arrows. Right, Kirk? Just trade the arrows. Just trade the arrows. Just trade the arrows, land. And we can't catch a reversal either. Maybe we should just do normal one MineSweeper instead of auto MineSweeper. The market's just trending too much. It's just doing such a nice job. Just trade the arrows, land. That's what 777 is. We're not trading 777. Quit it. Oh my gosh, look at this. I hate it when it does that. Why does it do that? Did we get stopped out? Oh my hell. Oh my hell. We got stopped out. We should have gone this way. Why didn't you go back on the reversal? Why are you going to reversal? I want to try my system. I don't think this is a bad system. We just got to catch it right. And not with 14 contracts. Oh my hell, look at this market. Just trade the arrows, land. That's 777. We don't trade the arrows today. Today it's not. I didn't put that on the marquee out front. I didn't say we're going to trade 777. Although we should have been. Said we're going to try MineSweeper today. We can't make the damn thing go with MineSweeper. I'm on the wrong side of MineSweeper. I'm trying to catch the reversal. We need to catch the continuation. We did it again. Come on, it's got to be more than that. All these things barely in there. All right, how much we make? 14 contracts, we made $120, $30, $135. No way. Where's all my winners? Oh my hell. Oh my hell. All right, we're going to go back to 3 contracts. So just go back to 1 contract. We just watch this with 1 contract. And then we can do both sides. And then we don't care. Well, let me do both sides with 14. Okay, we got 20. We got 20 more. Look at that. It works like a charm when you're only trading one contract. Oh. Now you can trade both sides. Now it's dead. Don't go up there. I'm short. Come on, you can't go 5 ticks down. No. Okay. No, my idea is not working very good. Try again. I am trying again. You're kidding me. You can't go 5 ticks down once you break a previous low. That's something to be said there. How many times have we failed to do that? Let's do the opposite. We got the limit one. I think that's 20 MineSweeper. 20, 20, 20. Look, if we go in here and do 20, we only got a few minutes left. This is the limit version. So we trail on the limit version. Oh, it's not trailing. Come on, give it to me. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Why don't want to give it to me? It's weird. It wouldn't let me exit chart. It's not trailing. Let's go to 20. 20, 20, 20. 20. Where did 20 go? Well, that rotten thing. I got too many strategies in here. Trail. Let's make this our default. We're going to come in here. We're going to trail ATR. Wait a second. We got a trail for entry. Price bars back 1.1. And then we're going to trail the 8. No, we're going to trail price bars back 1.1, 25, and 5. All right, let's try that. MineSweeper, stop, 25, trail. We're going to trail. We're going to trail price bars back, limit 5. Okay, let's try that. Should we try that? Because that, you know what? We tried stopping, and every time it wouldn't go 5 ticks. It would come down, and it wouldn't go 5 ticks. That time it did. Wait a second. What we're going to do, why are we trailing that one? Go to 20, 20, 20. We're going to run out of time here. Doggone it. Are we trailing? We don't want to trail. Just put it in there. 25. I'll move it myself. Now watch. Let's see if we can do it this time. We'll try and go this way too. It'll give us a It's not working. Oh, no, that's not working. We'll try that one. All right. So here's the deal. It would break the previous high and then flush back down every single time. We never could get to go 5 ticks in our favor, right? When we trailed for a reversal, it would always do it this way. So I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm just doing it in the opposite way now. So now if it gets a little topping tail and flushes back down, that's when we'll make our money. Let's see if that works. Market closes here in 30 seconds. Did it work? No. Didn't work. Why didn't it work? Why didn't that work? Why did it stop me out? Did that stop jump? That stop should not have jumped. It jumped. Why in the hell is it stop jumping? I didn't tell it to jump. Go to 20, 20, 20, 20. Limit. Trailing stop. No trailing stop jump. Don't stop. Don't jump. Why are you jumping? There's the market's closed. It should not jump. Here, watch this. Let's see if it is jumping. We're going to go back to 20. And we're going to put this in here. And we're going to put that stop. What the heck? Oh, that one worked. We're going to put that at 100. All right. We're going to see if that thing's jumping. That thing jumps. I'm going to be madder than a hornet. Did that work? I don't want the, all right, turn that off altogether. Can we turn it off? Just turn off. This is 0. No, not that one. Stop. 0. I don't care about the stop. I just want to trail the limit. Ooh, look how wide the spread is. We can't trade that. The spread's gone nutso after hours. Let's see how this works. That worked. Now it's working. So now when it does that little pullback thing and pops back up, why didn't it fail? Look how wide the spread is. The spread's gone up to 11, 13. We can put one on each side. Oh, well. Says I made $1,140. I don't know what the heck that was all about. What the heck is going on after hours? Look at this. Holy macaroni. What is this? We have a news event right after hours or something? What the heck is going on? Calm the frick down. Let's go down here to S&P. Maybe we can do something better with the S&P here. Maybe it's just because the damn market is so wild and crazy. Problem is, look at this. The spread's gone to 9, 10, 11, 12. You can't trade with that. Can't trade with that. All right, guys, we tried. We tried something new today. Don't be afraid to try something new. It's just fake money, $5,000 down, but we were testing stuff and we were trying things. All right, that's how you got to try things. You got to test. You got to test and you got to try. If you don't test and try, how can you know if something's working or not? That's what I do. I test and try things all day long. Then I can come here and say, hey, this works for me really well. Or this kind of doesn't work for me very well. Or let's try it and see if it works. We got some ideas. All right. Look at this thing. Trend after trend after trend. 777 works really well for me. We got to try other things, though. All right. I guess that's it. Kirk, did you get your software to work? I'm behind a real-time broadcast now. We'll catch up to live. All right, Kirk. I hope you got your things. I hope you got your software working out. Let me know if you didn't. I'll help you. I'll help you get it set up. I'll help you. That's what I'm here for. That's why I do this. You think you got it like mine? All right. All right. Maybe it was today, Thursday. Our next day trading stuff is not till next Tuesday. Maybe we'll try 777 again on Tuesday. We'll have a good day. We could make a lot of money with this one if we were doing 777. We'd have been rich, rich, rich beyond our wildest dreams today. If we'd have been doing 777, especially if we'd have been using our little autopilot strategy where we just moved it to break even and let it go to the arrow. Man, look at that thing. We'd have been really doing well today, at least on the Dow. Let's see. S&P, range 12. Let's see how that worked on a smaller scale. Same thing here. Look at that. Really beautiful. Wow. We should have just, this is what I was saying in the first class. We shouldn't be trying to scalp on a day like this. This is too much money in these things. There's too much of a trend. We should just been trading 777. We'd have been rich, rich, rich. Rich, rich, rich. All right, guys. If you had fun anyway, and it was fun to come in here and try new features and try new stuff, give me the thumbs up. That's always fun to see. And don't forget to get your Pit News magazine, because my goodness sakes, we've been working really hard on this month's issue, and you're going to love it. You're going to love it. You're going to love every issue. Of course, you're going to love it. All right, guys. Take care. We'll see you next time.